Well, first of all, I think austerity has hurt. I don't think anybody would deny that. There was a huge problem in 2010, as we know, with the financial crisis, and there has been a hit on schools, on all public services, and I think that is regrettable. However, on the positive side, it is true to say that schools have continued to improve, and actually I know the current figures are around over 1 million children are in better or more outstanding schools, good or outstanding schools. So even though those constraints have happened, which I think, I acknowledge have been very difficult, and I do believe will ease soon, because head teachers and schools have done an amazing job to keep the show on the road. I think that as that problem begins to ease, I think there will be more satisfaction from head teachers. Well, I think they will ease, but in the end, of course, the economic factors are always something which play out in social services, because the government only has so many levers that it can use to bring down spending, and ultimately there's only two ways of improving the situation. One, you grow the economy, so there's a bigger pot to take from, or two, you bring down spending, or three, you increase taxes. And governments are always, trying to balance these three things, and there's always going to be difficulties. And I do think, I acknowledge the problems, but I think, we still are, giving world-class education. It isn't just about money. It is about the quality of what happens in the classroom, the key people, as you've said, and we don't want to lose teachers, we want to retain them. But the key people in delivering education are the teachers themselves, and the quality of that delivery in the classroom is what really changes people's lives. And it isn't just about money. I agree with you. If you reduce spending, there is going to be pain, there's going to be difficulty. When I first started teaching, I often bought things as well, because there was never enough money for me to do what I wanted to do in the classroom. I frequently went and bought resources and things which I would need, because my budget was never big enough. So there is genuine pain being felt, I accept that, but there's also the other thing that we know that all public services could always use more money, always, and it is a bottomless pit in that respect. That's still respecting what you're saying, but I do believe we have to be careful, and obviously there has to be accountability about what you're spending. Hopefully, soon, and I believe austerity will not continue forever, but we will see an end to this. And but I am pleased to see that things have improved, even in this circumstance, which I think is amazing. I don't think that's disputed. I'm certainly not going to dispute that. I do believe the overall funding has gone up, that's true, but per pupil funding has gone down. And one of the difficulties I think the government has had, and I think all governments would face this, is there's been over, under Labour, the last Labour government, 100,000 less places. They lost 100,000 places in schools. The current government has actually increased the number of places by over 1 million, which is astonishing. And of course, I think some of the problems with overall funding have been, are manifested in that figure.